after some fresh herring, some fresh tailor. There's a lot of good mulloway, a lot of tailor around. I really like Saturday morning conditions. Swells up, southwest winds, temperature drop, low barometer, just screams fish. So hopefully we'll see you legends on the chest cam bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll bring the fish to us and we'll have a good time going about it as well. So we will see you legends Friday morning bus ups. I hope you can join us and we'll share the fun. Good morning everyone. I'm doing something a little bit different. We're actually starting at the end here. As you can see, got another keen angle here. We were going to set up some burley, but we decided we're going to plant ourselves here on the edge of the groin and then we're going to walk back up the beach. The mission this morning is to collect some fresh bait for tomorrow's mission. I like Saturday morning, as I've said before. So I'm going to put you on the chest cam. I'm going to start casting some metals. We'll go down to some soft plastics, some little micro jigs, some smaller shiver sticks, sprats. We'll get casting, we'll see you on the water very soon. Sun's probably about 15 minutes away, so we'll get set up and we'll see you shortly. Let's go. All right, sun is about to creep up. Good morning, legends. Got my first bit of bait. Happy days on the 20 gram micro jig. This morning we are after some fresh bait and we have our first little hezza. All right. Beautiful way to start the day. We are on a bait collecting mission. Got Tom over here to my left. We're going to walk up this beach. We're going to throw some metals, throw some lures around and see what we can find. Beauty. Good morning everyone. A lot of swell this morning. I've just picked up my first herring. We are just after some fresh bait this morning for tomorrow. We really like tomorrow's conditions. Southwest winds, increased swell, and a 10-degree temperature drop. So I've just got my vexed wading bag. We're going to walk down this beach, hopefully pick up a tailor or two. I'd love some fresh tailor tomorrow for an early morning raid. Target some mulloway and some larger tailor. But if we just, I'm happy with herring. I'm happy with anything fresh. Might even be a mullet school that comes past later as well. So just nice to be on the sand on this Friday morning. Bit of swell though, so we might be able to wrestle with some tailor. I've kept that same lure on that I've just caught that last herring, 20 gram micro jig, red and silver. I'm going to mix it up. I've got some smaller shiver sticks in my bag this morning. I really want to get a few casts with them. Probably have one more cast with this micro jig. Then we'll just keep walking up and down the beach. So, just so good to be back on the water. So that I don't get out as much now, which is normal. I've just got the 9'6" Assassin Affinity paired up with my 5K spinning reel, PE 1.2. It's just a really, really well balanced combo. All right, I think I'm going to put on a medium size shiver stick in white or a touch. Slow that down a bit. It's got a nice little bump then. Didn't stay connected. All right, let's do a lure change. See you shortly. Well, it's a lovely morning on the sand, but the fish have not got the memo. Still only got one bait each, me and Tom. I've probably hooked a handful of herring, and they're just no commitment again. I will still try for tailor as well in between. I'm just alternating lures. I've just put on a 15 gram twisty. I've rigged it with assist hooks. Just going to slow wind it back in. 2 to 3 casts. Then change the profile. I've got micro jigs, I've got some sprats, I've got some shiver sticks in different sizes. So I said, the swell's definitely up, bit of side current as well, so it is making it hard to work lures. Beautiful morning, lots of people out, lots of kayakers, lots of rowboats, lots of eager anglers, lots of dog walkers, so everyone's enjoying their Friday morning. Probably ideally with like 2 to 3 fresh baits. A tailor would be lovely to fill it up tomorrow as well if I could. And also a bit more fun on the Affinity 9'6" from Assassin. But yeah, it's not really getting many bumps or much interest at all this morning. And that is the reality of fishing metro land-based. It's usually all or nothing on these beaches. But it's still early. I'll probably stay down here for another hour. That wind's got a bit of south in it, it feels like. That'll probably pick up as that sun creeps up onto the water. So last cast with the 15 gram twisty. I'll probably go back to a micro jig. You don't need to cast out far, it's just more, you want the lure you're throwing to have as much time in the water for the fish to come past, or for something to, you know, see it and come and have a look. But very, very quiet this morning. Generally would already have 2 or 3 fresh baits in the bag, but it's been a struggle. That's okay. Now I'm deciding what lure to put on. I might go a little 10 gram white micro jig, see if I can punch that out. All right, let's do a lure change. I mean, although the water doesn't have much chop on it, there is swell, and it's still, the sun's not on the water. This is an ideal time to catch a larger fish off the beach. You'll get mulloway still this time, you'll get schooling tailor. So I've just put on my 30 gram metal. I'm going to alternate, as I said, the smaller profile lures and the larger lures. And I'm just going to, oh, got a bump then. Could have just been a herring. Like, this is the perfect time to still chase your schooling tailor off these beaches. Doesn't always happen, obviously, but while you've got a lure in the water, you're in for a chance. So I'll have one more cast with this metal, and then I'll mix it up again, but very, very slow on the herring. So when you come down and you're actually chasing bait, it can be frustrating when the fish don't want to play. But it's a lovely morning to walk the beach, have a look around, make some plans for tomorrow morning. I really do like tomorrow morning, so I'm really keen to throw some fresh baits into that wind tomorrow. And if the swell's not too outrageous, even set out a big rod, because there's lots of good mulloway. There's lots of small mulloway, yes, but there's still some meter club ones underneath the smaller schooling ones. So, you know, you've got to get out there and have a go. More time on the water is going to give you more opportunity to catch those fish. We're doing another lure change. I've tried a 15 gram twisty, I've tried a few sprats. I'm just going to keep alternating. I'll probably go back to a micro jig now and see if I can bounce something off the bottom. Certainly not breaking any records this morning. 1 herring each for me and Tom still. Tried a lot of lures in that tray. Definitely that tray's had a lot of lures thrown. And some mornings, you know, it's just how it goes. You've got to laugh while you cry. So I just put on the smallest micro jig I have. I actually saw a really big disturbance on the water. I just let Tom know just then. I'm trying lots of lures. As I said, I'm only after some bait this morning, and these fish, they're around, they're just not interested. Lots of follows, but barely getting a nudge. With most casts, not even getting a little nudge, so this could be a 1 fish morning. But there was a very big disturbance just there. A lot of swell still. I'm still mixing up my lures. I'm still putting on the larger stick baits and metals, because it just looks like there's got to be some tailor here. There has to be. There's too much swell. The water looks good. A lot of side current though, so I'm not too sure if that's a factor as well. You just got to keep working the beach, put the hours in, try your luck. As I said, I only want a couple more for fresh bait. You can come down here and do catch and release, and you can get them every cast. And the day you want to get a few fresh baits, they don't play the game, but it's a great way to start the day. And I'm just saying to Tom off camera, a lot of people come to these beaches once, they don't have any luck, and they don't come back. And I think it's really sad, because, you know, these beaches, you've got to put a lot of time into them, fish different times of day, fish different tides, and try different techniques, and you will pick up some amazing fish. It's just about putting in the time. All right, I'm going to have one more cast with this little 10 gram, and then I don't really know what I'm going to throw, because it has been an extremely frustrating morning in the sense we can't pick the fish up, but lovely to have my feet in the water and walk on the sand. So I'm just said a couple little twitches, just lift that rod up nice and slow, let it bounce up off the bottom. You want to give the lure as much time in the water as possible for something to come past and have a look. I said, you know, unless you've got some disturbance on the top where it's a salmon school or a tailor school and you want to rip that lure through them, that's fair enough. But when it's, you know, when it's like this, you want to keep your lure in the water for as long as possible. Now I don't know what lure to throw. I am unsure what I'm going to throw now. Might put a metal on, or a shiver stick. We'll see how we go. Let's do a lure change. Well, it's definitely looking like a one fish morning for both me and Tom. I'm just about ready to give up on the Taylor. I've just got the 21 gram cast in deep, translucent sprat. Very good casting lure. But yeah, I'm sort of lost for words. It's had a little bit of swell, a bit of side current. Seen a little bit of disturbance in the water just before, but I only got one herring in the bag. I've tried metals, I've tried, a selection of micro jigs. Just not getting any interest at all. So I'm actually undecided what lure to put on next. So I'll do probably 2 more casts of this, but almost, 20 past 6. So almost ready to give up on the Taylor. Hopefully tomorrow we can wrestle some good fish in the swell and wind. But yeah, this morning, absolutely extremely challenging. And this is the reality of the metro land-based game. You can come back here next week and get a fish a cast, and I think it's quite funny at times when you're actually just chasing a few fresh baits and the fish, they don't play the game. That's okay. So just slowly walking up this beach. We started up there at the groin this morning on first light, and we're just walking down. Try to look for those established weed beds. So the wind will pick up. And I'm just keeping an eye out for any disturbance, anything I can see in the water, but it looks pretty lifeless for this Friday morning. Beautiful morning though to get out. And I said we'll just probably do another half an hour of casting and hopefully pick up 1 or 2 more fish. If not, we'll just have to make do with our one fresh herring and hopefully turn that into a Taylor early tomorrow. Now the sun's well and truly up. Put the yellow 11 gram shiver stick on. Not going to get a lot of casting distance with this obviously this morning, but don't need to cast far. The whitebait's right at my feet that I can see. A lot of swell. Definitely going to be quite a challenging morning tomorrow with the swell and wind. That said, this morning was just a bait collecting mission and we have struggled to get some fish this morning. We know there's fish here. It's just very, very lazy. I think they're just so well fed. And some mornings, this is just how it goes. So probably got a couple more lures in me, change, and then I'll call it a morning and head home and get the rods and tackle prep for tomorrow. A lot of side current I've noticed as well this morning off this beach. Yeah, it's been really challenging session, but that's okay. That is how it goes off these metro beaches. Just want to wind that in as slow as possible. I do like using the yellow colour once that sun's on the water. But yeah, I've tried micro jigs, I've tried larger metals, I've tried all sorts of lures this morning. It's just been one of those days where essentially you can't buy a fish. That's okay. Right, one more with this. And I might put on my smallest micro jig again, little 10 gram white one. Only got that the other day. Maybe try throw another twisty out one more time as well. And I'd say that'd be it. I'd probably do 2 more lures. And then, yeah, most days it's not that hard. Again, real timid take there on that one. That was really, basically not winding it in. These fish are so lazy. I just think they're so well fed off these beaches. Some mornings it just makes it so hard to get some bites, some hits. So that's okay. It's nice to be on the water anyway. Walk the beach and chat with Tom. Plan our next session. See if I can get this one in. I'm trying to stay connected, but it's been a very challenging session, so I don't want to get too hopeful of getting a second bait. See how we go. A lot of swell, a lot of current. See if we can beach this one in. And there we go. Number 2, fresh bait. Finally, Tom. So, not a monster, but we are after fresh bait. So let's plop this one down. So those assist hooks, they do make all the difference. And finally, managed that is going to be perfect bait size. So I'd say that'll be me done. I think it's 6:30 now. Put this one in the bag and we'll head home. Oh, I was going to go home, but had a few more casts with the yellow shiver stick. Tom, number 3. Well, we keep hooking them, we just can't stay connected. But I've kept the yellow 11 gram shiver stick on, and the assist hooks is pretty much what's making me keep these fish connected this morning. These are absolutely perfect bait size herring. That's number 3. So I'm well happy with that. Sun's well and truly up. I'm going to put this one in the bait bucket. Probably have a few more casts. So there we go, but 3 baits now, very happy now. Mission success. Oh, it's been hard work, but we got there, beauty. Well, I was trying to leave, but then I decided to put on a different colour shiver stick. I've got the little blue one on, and hopefully number 4. I can get this one in. It's beaching me this wave. Beautiful. I was trying to leave, I do, I promise. I was trying to leave, but this it seems to be this shiver stick, this size and profile has definitely been the standout this morning. I've done really well with this one. I haven't thrown it much this season, but again, 11 gram shiver stick, perfect bait size herrings. That's number 4. Tom, I'll give you one. He's like, Tom's like, oh, you go get some more tonight. No, I think tonight will go off, Tom. That's number 4. So I'm well happy with that bait size herring. I was trying to leave, but it's just so much fun casting these little shiver sticks. The shiver stick's definitely been the standout this morning. I've used the yellow, just put the blue on. It's going in the bait bag, and I reckon that's it. Beautiful, 4 baits. Let's go. Phew! That was crazy. Yeah. Well, I think we've figured out why the herring aren't feeding. I just had this herring, there's a mulloway under this herring. I got Tom to throw out a lure, but that mulloway just moved on. Oh, that was hectic, absolutely hectic. Hooked a really nice herring here on the blue shiver stick, and there was a large mulloway under it chasing it. And there's our nut. Oh, that's probably the best one of the morning. Oh, no wonder the mulloway was chasing it, Tom. Look at the size. Oh, that was hectic. I'm trying to pack up, trying to get home, but I just took this really good herring. That's probably that's the biggest one of the morning on the little blue shiver stick, and there was a mulloway under the herring trying to eat this. So the things you see when you get out. Okay, that's number 5. Wow. Oh, that was probably the best thing I've seen for years. This herring was jumping up and down, and the mulloway was under it, and it almost grabbed this herring. And then I mean, I've only got like, yeah, it would have done me, but wow, what a morning. All right, that's number 5. I'm 100% packing up now. Oh, so good. Oh wow, we're walking off the beach. We seen something pretty cool. That's why I like heading down the beach early, and there's so much whitebait still concentrated. And I think the main reason why me and Tom struggled to find fish this morning was there's still lots of mulloway around. So I hooked a reasonably decent herring just then, and there's actually a mulloway under it. It was very cool to see that. Yeah, probably lost more fish, Tom, than we landed this morning, but that's okay. I think Tom's going to head out again this afternoon, this evening, and try to get some fresh baits. I'm hoping to turn these herring into a tailor, and then turn the tailor into a mulloway. That's the plan. But it's been a fun morning. Saw some really cool things. Walking off the beach. I think it's about 7:30, and hopefully tomorrow we get the conditions we're after. Southwest winds, cloud, increased swell, temperature drop, low barometer. Tick, 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 tick. And we'll catch you legends next time. Thanks for watching. Till next time, tight lines, stay safe, get out there and have a crack. You.